Top rated book on Amazon is The Mental Handbook. You want the physical book? This one right here for free. Click the link below and let's get to work on your game.
DreAllDay.com.
What's up, everybody? Dre Baldwin, DreAllDay.com. If you're on Snapchat, you already see it right here at Dre Baldwin on Snapchat. Today I want to talk about this discussion that we're going to have today. We're talking about value, but I want to make sure all of you understand, whether you're a business person, you're a basketball player, any type of athlete, anything that you want to get involved in. You might be in high school and not even know what you want to do. Maybe you're in college and you're getting out soon and you are kind of nervous because you don't know what you want to do. Like, how are you going to make money? How are you going to be a fully functioning adult, a contributing member of society? What I'm going to share with you today is going to explain to you specifically and explicitly what value is, first of all, because a lot of people don't even know what value is, even though they use the word. Second of all, how you can actually provide it and why that is super important. Basically is paramount to your success as a human being when it comes to being able to take care of yourself, when it comes to resources. If you want money, you want to feed yourself and your family, you want to take care of some other people, you want to have nice things, do nice things in life, you must learn how to provide value and what makes you valuable and how you can get that value out to other people in a way that's consumable and also sellable so you could actually make money from it, and how you're going to start making yourself into a valuable person starting right now. That's what I'm going to give you in this video. So let's get straight into it. The first thing I want y'all to understand about value, and again, it doesn't matter what field you're in, this is important because it applies to everybody. First thing you got to understand about value is the definition is when someone is getting, I'm talking about value as the noun, not the verb. Value meaning someone is getting more than they paid. If somebody gets more than they paid, then they're getting a value. For example, if you pay me $20 for an hour of me training you to play basketball and you get more than $20 worth out of that 1 hour session, which I guarantee you will, you probably get $2,000 out of an hour, that's value. You got a $1,980 value. You understand that? It's worth $2,000, you only paid $20. The difference is the value that you get. Now, value in another way is people just saying something that's worth something that is worth the price or something like that, but I want to make it a clear definition so you can quantify and measure what value is. So the first thing is you got to understand what value is. Now I want you to also understand why there's a sense of urgency in you increasing your value, because any human being, wherever you at right now in life, your space in life, if you want to make more money, have nicer things, have more people know your name, just have more price, put a higher price tag on your name, you must increase your value as a human being. You must increase the value that you offer to the marketplace. If you're a basketball player, how do you increase your value? You become a better player, you perform better in the games, you make the teams that you play on better because of your presence, you make the fans come to the games and pay more for the tickets because you're on the team. That's a way of increasing value. All y'all understand that? So as an athlete, if you want to go from getting offered jobs of $500 a month to getting offered jobs of $500,000 a month, then you must increase your value as a player. And increasing your value as a player means not what you think is the value, but what the people who are paying the money think is the value. You understand that? Now, knowing this, now let's say you're a business person. Let's use another example. You're a business person. You run a business. You sell couches. You want to increase the value of your business, or you want to make more money in your business. This is what you need to do. You either need to get more customers so that you can sell more of the couches. B, maybe increase the value of the couches you're selling. Maybe get a higher quality materials. Maybe get a better salespeople so you can raise the prices. Maybe just raise the prices, period, and people will still pay for it. Maybe do some advertising so more people know about you. Maybe move your business to a different location so more foot traffic, more people actually know you exist. There's a lot of things you can do to increase that value. But in order for you to make more money, everybody, and I'm making this really a money discussion. The reason why is because everybody understands money. We all is a common denominator. We all want to make money for the work that we do, and we all need money. Whether you are a lover of money, whether you don't care that much about money, it doesn't matter. You still need money. So that's the only way that you're going to be able to take care of yourself, feed your family, have food, clothing, shelter. All those things cost money, right? Everything you want in life, it costs money. Watching this video, what are you watching it on? Whatever you're watching this on costs money. All right, and the way that signal of this video got from YouTube headquarters to your device, that costs money. So everything costs money. The clothes you got on cost money. The food you ate today costs money. Your mode of transportation from getting to where you at right now to where you was before that costs money. Even if you walked on your feet, you probably got shoes on your feet. The shoes cost money. Everything costs money. So what you have to understand, here's the part that I really want you to get here that a lot of people don't talk about. All you familiar with a phrase called inflation, right? Y'all know what inflation is? Inflation means basically, like, you ever hear somebody like your grandma or your great grandma tell you how they used to go to the movies and it was like 15 cents to go to the movies, now it's $15 to go to the movies, or how gas used to be 50 cents a gallon and now it could be like $3-4 a gallon, or even $2.50 a gallon. How prices of everything have gone up is the exact same stuff that it was before, but the cost to actually get it has gone up. Everybody understands that, right? I was at this place in Philly. Any of y'all on the East Coast, y'all know this place called Rita's Water Ice. Rita's Water Ice is like my favorite treat. Like out of candy, potato chips, ice cream cake, Rita's Water Ice is the best thing that I could ever have as a treat. So when I was in Philly last month, I was in Philly in July. I was in Philly in early August actually. I went to Rita's Water Ice like 5 times in like 4 days. I always eat Rita's Water Ice. I went like twice in one day, one time. I love Rita's Water Ice. The water ice now, if you get a large, is like $2.50 for a large. I used to work at Rita's in 1998. I was 16. When I worked there, the large was like $1.25. So the price of things have gone up. Even though it's the same size cup, it tastes exactly the same. They haven't done anything different to it. It's still great. I love it. But the price is damn near doubled since then. That's inflation, which means the cost of the things that you need and want are always going up. Why does that matter to you? Because if your value right now, let's say your value is right here, all right, whatever level this value is, this is your value. This is the cost of the things that you need in life. This is a person who's breaking even. This is what people, you ever hear somebody say they live in paycheck to paycheck? That means the value that they offer, which means what they're actually making in income, is equal to how much they got to spend in order to live, to survive the way that they want to live, maintain their lifestyle, as we said, is right here. Any person who is poor or broke, you can say this person is broke because they got to spend everything that they make to maintain their lifestyle. Person who's poor is right here. It means the lifestyle that they want to live is above, the cost of that lifestyle is above what they actually, the value they provide in the marketplace. This person's in trouble. They're in the red. You see that gap? So these people who are poor, they're living without things that they really feel like they need or want. They don't have everything they need or want in life. They're below the level right here, below the poverty line, some people call this. Not saying this is the poverty line. This is all relative, y'all understand? You could be up here, you could be a millionaire, but if your needs and wants are here, for your lifestyle is here, then you are basically, you could be a poor person with a whole lot of money. Poor on a higher level, as they say, or broke on a higher level. So this is what I want you to understand. The cost of goods is here, right? The cost of things is always going up. As I just gave you the example, the movie theaters, gas station, Rita's Water Ice, the cost of things always goes up. So in 2016, if the cost of something is here, in 2026, the cost of that exact same thing with no increase in the actual ability of that thing to deliver to you is going to be up here. It went from here to here for no reason, just because of inflation. The cost of things went up. So if your value is here right now, you're breaking even right now, and that's okay. If you're breaking even, everybody goes through that period. You're breaking even, that's okay. But guess what? If the cost of things goes to here in 10 years, your value better at least get right here in 10 years. Your value must increase too in order for you to survive. Because if your value stays here while the cost of things goes up, what do you become? All of a sudden you become poor. You become poor and you didn't do anything wrong. You maintained. If you maintain as the world moves forward, you become poor. You become more and more broke. You will not be able to take care of yourself, let alone a family, let alone a wife, a husband, children, your parents, other people in your family, other people around you who you may want to take care of. You can't do it if you can't take care of yourself first. So if the cost of things goes up faster than your personal value in the marketplace goes up, you are in trouble. Everybody understand this. And here's the thing you need to know. The cost of things is going up every single day, which means your value as a person should be going up every single day. And I'm going to tell you how to do that. Your value as a person has to go up every single day. And on top of that, your value as a person has to go up at least as fast as the cost of things are going up. Ideally, it goes up faster, because when you get to this point, when your value is more than your lifestyle, now you have some extra. Now you can help your family out. Now you can take care of your kids. Now you can take care of your husband or your wife. Now you can take care of your parents or your aunt, your uncle, your brother, your sister, people from the hood. Whatever your situation is, you can do other things. You can give to charities. You can go build a museum. You can go get a football stadium named after you. When your value in the marketplace is higher than the cost of goods. Cost of goods is always going up. Your value has to go up. I got a couple points I want to share with you here, and I'm going to get into more detail about that. So just stick with me on everything I'm going to share with you here when it comes to value. If you're an athlete, this also matters, because guess what? As an athlete, you're still a grown man or a grown woman. You still got to eat, right? You still got to pay rent. You still got to pay the mortgage. You still got to feed your son. You still got to feed your daughter. You still got to, I don't know, you might have to travel across the country to go to your best friend's wedding. How you going to pay for that stuff? How you going to pay for the hotel or the rental car or the suit or the tux rental or the shoes or the gift that you're going to give them if you're breaking even? How are you going to do it? You got to increase your value in the marketplace. I'm going to tell you how to do that. So listen up. So when it comes to giving value, I already told you what giving value is. Second point of giving value is, people always say you get what you pay for. You ever hear that phrase? You get what you pay for? No, that's actually not true. You don't get what you pay for, because if all you think about this yourself as a consumer, that means person who goes and buys stuff. If you pay for something and your value that you get is exactly what you paid for it, you're probably not going to buy that thing again. If you pay for something and the value that you get is exactly the amount that you paid for, meaning is even, you paid this much and you get this much, you're not going to buy that product again. Why? Because you didn't get wowed. There was nothing exceptional about it. Any product that fits into this category right here, we call these commodities. That means something you can get anywhere, is pretty bland, is pretty normal. You pay $1, you get $1 worth of value. You pay $100, you get $100 worth of value. There's nothing exceptional about it. We don't remember things that aren't exceptional. We don't come back to things that aren't exceptional. We do not pay for things on a continuous basis that are not exceptional. Eventually, you're going to go find something where you pay $1 and you get $10 in value. This is the things we buy. We buy things where we get more than what we paid. Let's say you got an iPhone or an Android. You pay $1,000 all told for that phone, factoring in the prices that you pay with the renting the phone or the leasing or whatever programs they got out there right now. You pay $1,000 for the phone. You're going to get more than $1,000 worth of value out of that phone, guaranteed. Because if you don't, you're not going to buy that phone ever again. And that company, because more people are going to do the same thing you did, more consumers are going to do the same thing you did because they didn't get enough value, they're going to stop buying it, and guess what? Company goes out of business. Remember BlackBerries? They still in business technically, but their business went way down. Why? Because the value, not because necessarily that their value wasn't good, but because somebody else came along and offered more value. I used to have a BlackBerry. I got my first BlackBerry. I was super happy. As I paid this much, I got this much value. I was like, that's crazy. Then iPhones came out. Paid this much, I got this much value. And guess which one I picked? The iPhone. And what happened to BlackBerry? How many of you got a BlackBerry right now to this day? Some of you don't even know what a BlackBerry is. You don't even know what I'm talking about. That's what happens when someone offers more value or some product is more value than yours. Guess what? You're a basketball player. Another player comes along, offer more value than you. Who gets the job? Them or you? Them. You're a business owner. Some other business comes along offering the same product or service as you, but they offer more value. Who's getting your customers? Them or you? They're getting your customers. And eventually every single one of your customers, even the most loyal ones, if you don't increase the amount of value they get, the bang for your buck, as they say, you're going to lose those customers. This is why you don't get what you pay for. If you ever do get what you pay for, you will never ever go to that place again. Remember, I stayed at a hotel once. I was in an Uber. I was telling the driver, yo, you know anything about this hotel? He was like, yeah, the hotel's cool. It's been around for a little while, but you get what you pay for. And I stayed at the hotel, and there wasn't nothing wrong with the hotel. There was no complaints about the hotel, but there was nothing exceptional about it. I looked at how much I paid and what I got at the hotel. I said, you know what? I'm never staying at this hotel again. That's pretty much the way it works. Now, if you stay at a hotel, I remember when I did a TED Talk in Las Vegas in April of 2016. I stayed at a hotel called the Cosmopolitan. Listen, everybody I know, they going to Vegas, I say, look, there's a couple ones you can stay at. You stay at the Cosmo, you good. I was on like the 50-something floor. It had a balcony. It's one of the few hotels on the strip in Vegas that have a balcony. Crazy view, hot tub in there, crazy room. It was crazy. I would have lived there. If they had a place like that in Miami, I'd figure out how I could live in that building. That's how nice that place was. That's the type of place I'll go to again, and I don't care what it costs. The rooms at the Cosmopolitan is like $300 a night. I'll pay it. Why? Because of value. The $300 I pay, I'm getting $1 million. Not a million. Let me keep these numbers real. I'm getting $1,000 worth of value just staying at that place because the way it makes you feel. And we pay for feelings more than we pay for information. Just as a side note. So value. You do not get what you pay for. You're giving people exactly what they paid from you. You're not going to have customers for a long time. Next point. You know how businesses build? They build from giving more than what people pay. Uber, like I just mentioned. Apple, which I already mentioned. Amazon.com. What do those companies do? You pay a certain amount, but you're getting way more value. The convenience that you get, the feeling that you get, the ease of use that you get, the way you feel part of a community that you get. There are many different ways to give value, ladies and gentlemen. But the companies that give the most value, the most often to the most people, the most consistently, they make the most money. Uber, Amazon, Apple. Which one gives you more value, a taxi cab or Uber? Uber. Why? You're going to have to quantify for yourself, but I guarantee most people think that. Why? Number one, is more convenient. Number two, the people who drive Ubers give a damn more than people who drive taxis give a damn. Number three, Ubers is usually more clean than a taxi. Number four, Uber just seems like Uber is basically opening the path for everybody to actually start making their own money. Even if you go drive an Uber, you might not be a super entrepreneur, but you got more control than the person who drives a taxi. Who has more control over their work? An Uber driver or a taxi driver? Probably the Uber driver. I never drove Uber or drove a taxi, but we all can assume that that's the way it is. And if you look at their models, that is the way it is. That is more value. And the companies that provide the most value get the most people. Now let's get into this part. How can you use this? I give you a lot of information here. I told you a lot of things here. How can you actually use what I'm giving you to actually start increasing your value? Because like I said, the time that you've been watching this video so far, the 15 minutes I've been talking, the cost of things have gone up. Now, your value must increase just that quickly. Now, me telling you this has increased your value. You understand what I'm saying here? You catch what I said right there? The time that you spent watching this video, 15 minutes of your time, I'm going to increase your value by increasing your knowledge, by giving you some new questions to ask yourself, giving you a new perspective on life, giving you some new glasses to see the world through, figuratively speaking, shifting your paradigms. That is going to be worth more than the cost of your 15 minutes of time, or 20 minutes, or 2 hours, however long I decide to talk on a video. You understand? That's why I always say I give people value. When you watch my video, I'm going to give you more value than the time that you spent watching it. So if I put out videos for 1 minute, you're going to get more value out of that 1 minute than you could have got doing a whole bunch of other things for that same 1 minute. You understand? That's the only reason people will come back and watch the video. That's the only reason people subscribe. That's the only reason somebody will follow you. That's the only reason somebody will somebody go download your free PDF, even if it's free. They're only going to do it if they feel like what they get is worth more than what they have to invest. Everybody follow me here. I'm going to take a breath and I'm going to tell you how. How do you use this information and start actually increasing your value? Here it is. Number one, look at your offerings. Look at what you're offering the world. You're a basketball player. Look at your game. Look at your results. Look at your game film. Look at your stats. Look how your teammates respond to you. Look what your coaches say about you. Look what kind of response you're getting from the fans. Look what players are saying about you on the other team. Look at your offering. What are you offering to the world? If you're a blogger, look at your blog. Look at your traffic. Look at the people look at the comments. Look at the emails that you're getting. Look at the private messages. Look what people are saying about you. Whatever it is you do, you run a business. Look what your customers are saying. How many customers are coming back? How many customers are giving referrals and sending other people to your business? How many customers are never coming back? How many people are walking in, looking around, talking to one of your salespeople, and walking out never buying anything? Look at your offerings. Look at what you're offering in the marketplace, and what you're offering may just be you as a person, but you may have products or services out there. Look at those offerings and ask yourself a question. Are you giving more than you're getting? Are you giving more than you are getting? So if you go to a basketball team and that coach has to give up one of his roster spots, we good? All right. That coach has to give up one of his roster spots to put you on a team. Is he getting more from that roster spot than he could have got from somebody else? He had to give up a roster spot, which is worth something, to get you on a team. Are you giving more than that roster spot is worth? Yes or no? Are you giving more than you're getting? If you are not, you are in danger, and you must change that ASAP, because you will lose all your customers, lose all your business, and you will have zero value in the marketplace. Next question you got to ask yourself. Ask yourself a good question. Ask yourself a very good question. Here's a good question right here. Take this question with you out of everything I said. How can I give more value? How can I offer more value in the marketplace than I have been offering up to this point? Let me say that one more time. You need to write this down. Put it on your phone, put it on your screensaver, your desktop, the background, whatever they call it. How can I offer more value in the marketplace than I am offering right now? Even if you feel like you're offering value right now, you think you're offering this while people are paying this, you could always make this gap bigger, right? Because the bigger this gap is, the more things you can do. Because the bigger this gap is, this is a vacation to Disney World. This is a second car for your family. This is, you know, that extra bedroom and a new house. That's a new house you can build on your own. Maybe you can move to a nicer neighborhood. Just extra value. You understand? So it's always space to get more. It's not about being greedy or being money hungry. The more space you have here, the more things you can do to help other people. Yes or no? Because if you breaking even right here, it's hard to help other people if you this. But when you get here, you might be able to help somebody. You get here, you can help more people. You get here, you can help more. You get there, you can help a lot of people. All right, this is Bill Gates, Warren Buffett. They help people. Why? Because they got the gap. You got to create this gap. So it's not all about you. It's about who you can help, who you can provide services to. And the more people you help by providing value to them, guess what? The more you get back. This is the law of karma. It's the law of the universe. It's not a Dre law. It's not a YouTube law. It's not something I learned in school. This is the law of the universe. The more people you help, the more help you will get. This is a guarantee. So ask yourself, how can I provide more value? Last thing I'm going to give you. Make yourself more valuable in the marketplace. How do you do that? Dre, you talk about value. How do you make yourself more valuable? What do you do, Dre? This is what you do. For those of you who stuck around and watched the whole video, this is what you do. Invest in yourself. Invest in yourself. What does that mean? Invest in yourself means you must take your resources, I'm going to tell you what resources those are, and invest them into making yourself a more valuable person. These are the resources you must start investing. Number one is time. Time is the most valuable thing you have. Invest your time into making yourself a better person. I'm going to tell you what to do, but I got to let you know what the resources are. Second one, money. Yes, money. Invest your money into making yourself more valuable. It doesn't mean $1,000, doesn't mean $10,000, it might not even mean 100. I'm going to tell you how to do that. Energy is the third one. Invest your energy into making yourself a more valuable person. And then attention. Your attention. What are you focused on? Now here's the thing. You already have all these things. You have time, you have money, you have energy, you have attention. So it's not like you're creating these out of nowhere. I'm telling you, take the time you already got, the money you already got, so you ain't got to go find more money. You ain't got to borrow it from the bank, from your mom. This is money you already got. All you're going to do is take these same resources, and instead of allocating them to what you are doing now, you're going to allocate them to some new things, create some new habits to start developing and investing in yourself, which will make you a more valuable person. Therefore, you can make more money. Therefore, you stay ahead of the rising cost of inflation. Therefore, you can do more to help yourself and to help other people. Capiche? This is what you do. Time. Take the time that you're spending, you're investing, because everything you do is an investment. It's either good investment or a bad investment. Good investment pays you back. A bad investment, you just spent it and you get nothing back. All right, there's a lot of bad investments out there. A lot of social media could be a bad investment. Wasting time on social media, watching reality TV, hanging around people who ain't going nowhere, don't have no goals. Those are all bad investments. Those are investments. They're bad investments because you get nothing back. You give it up, you got nothing back. That's a bad investment. Good investment is put your time into watching Dre Baldwin, listen to the Work on Your Game podcast, reading my blog posts, follow me on Snap. I'm going to give you some personal development that's going to make you a more valuable person. All right, not to say you can't do entertainment, you can't go to the movies or hang with your friends, but you need to limit that time. You need to pay attention to it and limit it and start investing that time in something that's actually going to make you a better person. Because making you a better person will make you more money, and you can help yourself and help more people. Your money. All right, if you got more than, let's say, 3 or 4 pairs of sneakers, you really actually only need one, honestly. Keep it real, but let's say you're a basketball player, you need your off-court training, you need your shoes for the club, maybe you need some shoes to walk around in, some shoes on the court. Say you got 5 or so pairs of shoes. Listen, a pair of sneakers costs $150, $200. You know how many books you can buy with that? 10, 15, 20. Those books will give you more of a return on your investment than those sneakers, than the extra pair of sneakers. I get it, you might need 5 or 6, 7, maybe let's say 8 pairs that you got. Listen, after that, every pair you get after that, you can invest that same money into some books. You can invest that same money into going to an online web seminar, to hiring an hour of coaching, get a mentor, something that could actually give you a return on the investment, teach you something you could then go use, that's going to make you more money. All right, I'm not telling you what to do. I'm not telling you that you have to do this. I'm just giving you some information, some examples of what you can do so you can start investing in yourself. Because whenever people hear invest in themselves, usually it's coming from what? Person trying to sell you something, right? They're like, all right, buy my program. Then they say, oh, why should you buy my program? Because you got to invest in yourself. I ain't trying to sell you nothing. I am trying to sell you something. I'm selling you on the idea of investing in yourself, making yourself a more valuable person. Now, why do I care about doing that? I care about doing this because the more of you who actually listen to what I'm saying and use it and do it and get results, you come and you give your testimonial like, yo, I listened to what Dre said, I did these things, I got results, look what happened in my life. Then other people are going to hear you say that. We call that social proof. And then they're going to say, well, who's Dre? Who's the person who taught you that? I want to hear him too. They're going to come. And that builds my value. By building value in you, I build value in me. Everybody understand that? So that's why I do this. I'm not just some tree hugging person. Like I just want to help. Listen, I want to gain for myself too. But I know to gain for myself, I must provide to other people. I must pour into other people. I invest in y'all. Y'all invest in yourselves. You come back, tell everybody how it worked. And then other people are going to come. They're going to invest their time, effort, attention, energy listening to me. I'm going to give them more value. And the cycle just continues. This is the law, again, of the universe. I didn't make this up. This is not something anybody is accredited to. Nobody made this up. This is the law of the universe, the heavens and earth. All right, this ain't not in no book. Everybody understand that? I might put this in one of my books though, so everybody can get it in written format. I might just make this into something in written format. I probably will, so everybody can understand this. So this is what you do. Start investing in personal development. Everybody follow that. Better friends. Who you spending time with? Do your friends have goals? Are your friends on your level or at a higher level? If you got friends who are at a lower level than you, you are negatively investing your time. Bad investment. I know they might be your boy. I know you grew up with them. I know y'all homies. I know y'all got a lot of history together, but it's still a bad investment. All right, you need to start thinking like a business person, because you are a business. Is your name Mike? Your name Jason? Your name Sadiq? You're a business person. Your name Lisa? Your name Mary? Your name Laura? Laura, you are a business. Lisa, you are a business. Mike, you are a business. So if you're investing the time of your business into people who ain't going nowhere, you are making a bad investment. You're hurting your business, you're hurting your employees, and you ain't giving no value to your customers. And when you're doing that, you will not have a business for long. Now you think about what that means if you're the business. All right, this is real conversation we having right here. All right, this is real conversation. Again, I have nothing to gain from you taking or leaving this advice, but I want to make sure you know you got it, so you can never say nobody never told you. Invest your time into the right type of people. Invest your energy into the right things. What are you paying attention to? Are you paying attention to what rapper this the other rapper? Listen, I get it. I listen to rap music too. I put a little bit of time into that, but then I say, you know what? Let me put some time into building the business of Dre all day. Building the business of work on your game, building the value. How do you think I got to the point where I can stand in here on camera for 25 minutes and tell you about this stuff? Because I'm watching the Kardashians all day, because I'm going to the movies every weekend, because I'm spending $50 going to the club or to the bar in Miami? No. I'm buying books. I'm going to seminars. I'm finding people who are smarter than me, better than me, done more than me, make more money than me. I'm doing whatever I got to do to be around those people, hear what they got to say, so I can learn from them, so now I can turn it and give it to you. I didn't get that from wasting time. I don't get that from hanging with people who are at a lower level than me. I try to find people at a higher level than me and do whatever I can to be around those people. That's called investing in yourself. And it's not about you having a lot of money to invest. It's about you taking the money you already got and just using it smarter. Everybody follow what I'm saying here. This is really, really important. And what I am going to do, I'm going to get this whole video transcribed, and I'm going to put it in written format, and I'm going to put this out on like Amazon iBooks. I'm going to put it out on Amazon or iBooks for like $1.99 or 99 cents, something like that, so people can get this value. Because I want you to get this. I want you to bookmark this video, favorite it, save it. I know y'all be downloading the videos. Download the video. Do what you got to do. All right, this ain't about me making money off it. Because if I want to make money off it, I sell it for more than $1.99. This is about y'all getting this information. This is important stuff. Everybody got this. I'm going to stop talking right now. I want to make sure I don't overload y'all with too much. That's it. Value. People get more than they pay. Cost of goods, always increasing. If your value is not increasing just as fast, if not faster, you are in trouble. You will become broke, then you'll become poor. Then you're going to be in trouble. Then you're going to be sleeping under a bridge somewhere because you can't afford it. The cost of things are just way too high than your value. Your value ain't going up. So wherever you are right now, take advantage of your opportunity to increase your value. Go to the library. Go to Amazon. Go to iBook store. Go buy a book. Buy a book. Read it. Read it twice. Read it 3 times. Read it until you can remember, until you know the words so much. You saying it. You quoting the book without having the book in front of you. Go get some audio books. Go listen to some podcasts or some good podcasts. Go listen to my podcast episode where I tell you what podcasts I listen to, so you can start listening to those so you can get value from those people. It ain't got to be from me. I might not be the person who can give you everything you need. It might be somebody else. It might be Tony Robbins. It might be Les Brown. It might be JLD. It might be Michael Hyatt. It might be E.T. Go listen to somebody who could give it to you the way that you can understand it, you can hear it, you can process it. It might be me. It might be somebody else. It might be a combination of 20 people. But you got to get it from the right people. And you can never say, as of right now, that nobody ever told you. You can never say you never had the opportunity to know what it means to provide value. Because if you don't provide value, I'm telling you, the world is going to pass you by. You are not going to be able to live if you do not increase your personal value in whatever marketplace you are in. And this applies to everybody. I don't care if you run a nonprofit. I don't care if you're the pastor at a church, you play baseball, you're a family man, you're a housewife. If your value does not increase while everything else cost is going up, you're going to get left behind. That's just the bottom line. It's called natural selection. You know how the dinosaurs died? Because things evolved faster than they did. All right, and I'm going to leave it at that. I'm going to leave it on that note. This video is over. Everybody, hit me on Snapchat at Dre Baldwin. Work on your game. DreAllDay.com. What could you not do with more confidence? Less attention to the negativity of other people, more focus on your goals than nothing else, and not letting unfortunate circumstances slow you down. Would all of those help you out? Well, go to DreAllDay.com/bulletproof. Check out my new 8-week course called Bulletproof Mindset. Get started, and I'll see you over there. Work on your game. If you're on Snapchat, hit me on the Snap. My Snap name is @Dre Baldwin. You already know how that works. And I got a podcast, if you didn't know. It is called Work on Your Game. It is an everyday podcast where I talk about getting yourself into the right mindset, that bulletproof mindset. Getting yourself seen, heard, known, getting the exposure you want, and making things happen in your life instead of waiting for things to happen to or for you. Subscribe to that podcast. We're on iTunes, SoundCloud, and Stitcher. Make sure you check it every single day. Make sure you're subscribed so you catch the heat. Work on your game.
Dre Ball, Dre Ball, Dre Ball. I feel like Dre Ball, Dre Ball, Dre Ball. I feel like Dre Ball, Dre Ball.